may remember last week we had a lesson on estimating sums. Well, this week we're going to look at estimating differences. Now, there are two ways that we can estimate differences. One way is using compatible numbers, and the other way is through rounding. Now let's review compatible numbers again. We talked about those last week. We said that compatible numbers are numbers that work well together, are easy to do quickly in your head. So let's look over here. Remember 150 and 50, those are compatible numbers because I can easily subtract 50 from 150 without even writing it down, and I'll know that the answer is 100. 280, those are compatible numbers. Now, if I kind of cover up this 0 here, I can look at that number as 20. That has a value of 20 tens, so I can think of that as 20. I can think of this as 8 tens, or 8. And 20 and 8, I can subtract those in my head quickly and know that the difference would be 12, so that would be 12 tens or 120. And down here again, I can look at these two numbers, which are compatible numbers. They work easily together. I've got 1600, which I can think of as 16, and 800, which I can think of as 8, and the difference would be 800. So those are compatible numbers. Let's look at how I could use compatible numbers to solve this problem. 2007 minus 1962. 2007 is pretty close to the number 2000. 1962, well, that's pretty close to 1950. So if I estimate 1962 to be 1950, I can look here and see that there's just 50 years difference between the two of them. 2000 minus 1950 is going to give me 50. So my answer is about 50. Now let's look at how we can do this using rounding. If I want to use rounding, I can round each number to a given place. Let's round each number to the thousands place. I'm going to underline the thousands place, and then I'm going to take a look. If I'm rounding this to the nearest thousands place, 3,468 is closer to 3,000 than 4,000. So I'm going to change that to 3,000. If I look at this one, 1,635, this 6 lets me know that it's closer to 2,000. So I'm going to round this number up to 2,000. Now I can do this subtraction in my head. 3,000 minus 2,000 gives me 1,000. So those are two ways that you can estimate differences, with compatible numbers or with rounding. You're going to practice some on your own, but if you need a review, you can always come back and watch this tutorial.